Hey guys, this is Randy Rental, the Oracle of Origins, coming to you live from my home here in Watersound, Origins, and we're going to talk about June sales. So June sales was a little bit down from the May sales. May sales were fantastic. They actually beat projections. June sales are in that moderate stage, and that's total sales. And everything that I talk about too is actual contracts in June, okay? That's what we're speaking of, contracts in June. So these are actual sales, and this time the resales won. And sometimes that happens just due to the fact that there is not a lot of standing inventory. Some people need homes that are completed, and so they'll turn to the resales in comparison to having to wait for homes in the new divisions. So it's June again, 2024. We had a total of 6 sales here in Watersound Origins, 2 new sales, 4 resales. Under $1 million was only one of those sales. 1 million to 1.4 was 2 of those sales. 1 million to, or excuse me, 1.5 to 1.9 million were 2 sales, and we had 1 sale over 2 million plus for the month of June. Now, as I've always said, in all of real estate and all of sales, you're going to have a roller coaster ride. So this is my little funny roller coaster here, and it shows you how high May was. It was at the peak. June was coming down more towards the trough, and then it's already projecting up for July. July, we're expecting 10 to 15 plus sales. We are doing some big deals right now, and we're going to do a whole segment on that later, because what we're finding is that when we're getting creative and everyone's working together, sales are projecting a lot higher. So we've had major success so far in the first part of July. Today is July the 12th. So we're just still in the early stages, but have already superseded what June sales are. And that's just from the new sales standpoint. We'll get into the resales when we look at the full month, but as of right now, July is looking unbelievable. So again, here at Watersound Origins, June 2024, we had total sales of 6, 2 new sales, 4 resales, and we're projecting a lot higher for July. Just this past weekend, I was actually in Atlanta, Georgia, which is one of our largest market. It is actually the largest market that buys in Watersound Origins from, and not counting local, but just from the outside states. The Atlanta market is no doubt number one, and they project anywhere between 15 to 20% of our market comes out of Atlanta. With that though, we were there talking with general agents this past weekend, and they seem to be slow. They actually were talking about our market, because it's one of these ones that intertwine, where people are paying attention to what their clients are purchasing, and a lot of their clients are actually looking down in the Panhandle of Florida, especially in South Walton. So it's interesting to listen to general real estate, not just locally, but on the the other major metropolitan areas like the Atlanta market, which is only 5 hours from us. And then you've got the New Orleans market, and you've got Birmingham, you've got Nashville, all players for our market here. But it is incredible how they come here and say, wow, how are you guys continuing to sell consistently? And it's because of the product. I mean, as I tell everybody who comes in, please tell me a product that compares to what we have at Watersound Origins in this area. It doesn't exist. It does not exist on a basis of a non-short-term rental community, because we love our 38 communities, there's no doubt about them. But all these buyers that came into our market over the past 5 years who didn't realize they were purchasing in a short-term rental allowable community has definitely changed their tune. They are wanting more security for their family, for themselves, and not just for primary living. These are second homeowners too, who don't want to be in the crazy fray of how our tourist market and short-term rental market can be during the peak months here on 30A and in the South Walton area. So with that being said, again, nothing compares to Watersound Origins. This is just the beginning. We have so many new things happening to finish out 2024. We're almost just over the halfway point, but big projections, including our new product. The Villas is actually coming out here in the next 2 weeks. We had our big meeting with Fisher Homes. We're overly excited. Talk about being impressed. I was knocked off my chair, honestly. I was so engaged with the conversation during these meetings to learn their product and to see how they run things, and they are going to be a huge asset for us. So again, that's Fisher Homes. Big shout out to them, and we're excited about the Villas product, which will be in the 500s. It will be a Villas product, duplex-like, and it's part of the Longleaf Park community, so it's not too far from the Publix and the town center. So for everybody who's following us and plan to, please put the word out, because we are going to make information key. That's going to be one of the big components that the Oracle of Origins is going to provide for all the people who are interested in Watersound Origins, because as we said, being the most popular subdivision in South Walton, we need to have this type of information out there. We need a face that you can rely on, and that's going to be the idea. So you're going to have videos, there's going to be a YouTube accounts, all kinds of new happenings. We're going to have a lot of fun with homeowners too. We're going to get into different type of prizes for contests, just to get more engaged. We're going to get all the new businesses that are moving into the town center involved as well. Real excited about that, because we seem to be down there every day. Now, of course, my office is there, but I must visit Ambrosia, which is one of our steakhouse high-end restaurants, at least once a week. And so does a good amount of people. And there's a reason for that. You've got to come down here and see it for yourself. And that's just, again, one little portion of what the town center is going to become. As we've already talked about, we've got Starbucks already signed up. We hope to have them in by the end of the year. Of course, Publix is the main anchor. The new Halo, that's the beauty salon. That just opened up. You got Sweet Henrietta's for the desserts and cakes and birthday surprises and things like that. So a lot of things are happening. These are the new vendors that are coming in by the end of 2024. If they're not already here, those are the ones projected to be here. So with that being said, yes, lots of information is going to come out. We're going to continue to be your source of information, because information is power.